So it's another day and it's another new record for Bitcoin. The cryptocurrency is now trading above $4,500 for the first time. Is it a haven amid geopolitical instability, or is it a bubble? To talk about the price point and the ongoing interest in blockchain-powered digital assets, I'm now joined by Spencer Bogart. He's managing director at Blockchain Capital in San Francisco. Blockchain Capital claims the first VC fund dedicated to the ecosystem, launched back in 2013, and has invested in many of the industry's leading companies, such as digital currency exchange Coinbase, tech provider Blockstream, and Bitcoin wallet and storage company Xapo. Wonderful to have you joining us, Spencer. And record high? Is it a bubble? Is it haven status? Is this going to get any higher for Bitcoin?
Is it a bubble? Short term, maybe. Long term, definitely not. I mean, on the one hand, we have a bunch of assets that are up anywhere from 4 to 30 to maybe 100x. But on the flip side, if I walk around the streets and I talk to people, probably less than 1% of them own any Bitcoin. Almost none of them have ever participated in an ICO. So it's still early days.
Still early days, and we could see actually maybe the more generic investor, the retail investor, get ability to access this asset class that much easier. There's talk of an ETF, of course, exchange traded fund being launched by Gemini. How are you seeing the broadening of access to this particular digital asset class?
Sure, so there's a couple of angles to consider here. I mean, one is, you're right, I think that we're going to see some more kind of regulated, more institutional focused investment products. Earlier this year, I was a big bear on whether or not an ETF would get approved. I thought it definitely wouldn't. I've completely switched my position now. Was right at first, but now we're going to see a fully regulated derivatives market rolling out for Bitcoin here in the second half of the year, if not latest by Q1 of next year. That's going to pave the way into a Bitcoin ETF as well, which is going to make it a lot more investable for institutions. And then the other side is that, the average everyday person on the street can already do this. I mean, everybody with a smartphone can participate. Blockchain Capital did its own ICO, and we had participants from Africa, Antarctica, 80 different countries in the world.
Your own ICO, of course, that being an initial coin offering, you released your own tokens. What about the ICO market, the regulatory eyeing up of the ICO market? We've seen the US SEC weighed in saying, look, these are going to be regulatable securities. How does that affect the plethora of ICOs that we see coming to the market?
I think overall it's welcomed. I mean, I think that overall the market has been looking at this, and we've seen something that's wonderful here, right? We have this universally empowering technology that allows people to participate on a global scale. The flip side is, I mean, that's the good part of it, right? The bad side is that this market has attracted in a lot of the penny stock type pumpers and outright scammers as well. And so in that respect, I think that the SEC kind of making a light touch but showing that they're paying attention is overall a very good signal to the market. And we've seen similar moves kind of across the world from other financial regulators.